What up, ladies and gentlemen? It's your boy GS Man, and welcome back to another Madden 18 video. Today we're going to go on ahead and take a look at the new limited edition Super Bowl legend that was released today. And we're also going to go over the next few batches. So, warning, there's a spoiler alert. If you do not want to know if you want to be surprised what the next legends are going to be, because there is a few Super Bowl limited edition legends that they're going to be dropping over the next few days, then probably not the video for you. So just a fair warning that we're going to go on ahead and let you guys know what those are. So today is a free safety limited edition from the Cowboys. You see right there, Cliff Harris. Let's go ahead and take a look. All right. These are the packs out today. Topper's a Lombardi pack. But let's jump straight into it and let's take a look at the new free safety. Now, it's difficult for them to make a free safety viable, considering Sean Taylor has been like majority of people's free safeties since the beginning of the year for Muttmaster. And free safety is fantastic. So I mean, Sean Taylor. So all of the free safeties they dropped, even if they were good, like Ed Reed, Brian Dawkins, they dropped some gems, like some really, really fantastic players. I haven't used any of them all year due to the fact of me having Sean Taylor, and there's no reason to, because he's been better than everybody that they dropped. So if you had Sean Taylor this year, free safety's been a position that you pretty much ignored throughout the entirety of this year, or from whenever you got him. Let's go ahead, let's take a look at Cliff. And right now, Cliff is, oh man, Orlando Pace tanked 380. All right. At least it's nice to see that, like these 96 overall players, they're, I would like to think, affordable. If I feel like I can get it on my budget squad, it'll take me a week and a half to get this, but I could definitely get this amount of coins. I like to see that. When the beginning of the year, when Chris Harris was going for 900K and Bouye going for 700K, that was rough. That was a rough time in Madden when like the best players were going for so much. All right, Cliff Harris right now can be yours for 630K. He has a pick specialist, and that ability allows him to catch interceptions more often. He's less likely to drop it, and he has read and react tier 2. Let's go ahead and let's do a comparison between him and Sean Taylor. So he has 93 speed, which is definitely good. 94 acceleration, which is good. 94 play rec, which is fantastic. 85 tackle, not the best. 86 man coverage is definitely good for a safety, but unless you're cross manning, I'm not really too sure why you would really look into getting a safety with good man coverage. But people have different styles of defense. For whatever reason, if you like manning up your safety against somebody, then he's a pretty safe bet to stay close to the receiver than other safeties. Like 86 man coverage for safety is really good. 94 zone coverage, we all know anything above 91 is really good. 96 pursuit is fantastic, and 93 hit power is pretty good too. Let me jump on this website real quick so we can take a look at his traits. Now, traits are important as well. Definitely want to take a look at that whenever you're investing, in a player, because that right there could really make or break a player. So his clutch trait is no. His high motor, yes. LB style balance. DL swim move, no. DL spin move, no. DL bull rush move, no. So I mean that right there, not really necessary. Big hitter, yes. Strips ball, yes. Plays ball in air, aggressive. Penalty, normal. So plays ball and aggressive is important because that means he's gonna, try to go for passes, try to go for the turnover, try and go for the big play. If you put your play ball style, if you put that on not play ball style, but if you put that on like your secondary style, if you put that on play ball, then that pretty much turns everybody into aggressive. But if you leave it unbalanced and you just kind of let them play how they are naturally meant to be playing, he's already auto on play ball, which is good. That's good. That's how you want your players. You want them to be aggressive. You want them to play the ball in air aggressive, to go after. You don't want somebody to be like conservative or no, you definitely want them aggressive. Big hitter, yes, that means he's going to get those big hit animations without you clicking on and having to go for a hit stick yourself. I think everybody should put tackling on aggressive. That's just my opinion. You definitely want to try and go for those big hit sticks. Even if you don't get a lot of fumbles, which, I mean, let's be honest, fumbles don't happen too often, but breaking up passes is definitely key. If there's a pass over the middle or pass towards the sideline, and you can get that big hit animation, you can just go on ahead and lay the lumber on them. They're more likely to drop a pass. So I always, just for that reason alone, always have tackling on aggressive. I want all my guys going for kill shots. Again, I go into the game realistically knowing that a fumble's probably not going to happen. If it does, that's great, right? I mean, let's be honest. I mean, who doesn't want a turnover? But I'm expecting, I put that on more so for breaking up passes. Just get a big hit, force them to drop the pass, and you did your job. And but for those of you who like to keep it on balance, who don't like broken tackles, you will give up big plays because they will be missing tackles. But I think the reward is worth the risk, because I break up several passes a game due to these guys just going for monster hits. But if you like it on balance, to be more safer with bringing down the ball carrier, he is going to give you those auto big hits, which is amazing. Like, if all my guys were big hitter yes trait, then I would just stay on balance, and then I would get those auto hit sticks anyways, on top of more likely being able to successfully tackle somebody. So that's a big trait right there. Strips ball, yes, means every once in a while, I think most people should have it on balance. Some people take the chance of putting on aggressive, but every once in a while he'll just by himself go for a strip. So that's key. Now again, it's very difficult for anybody to want a free safety outside of Sean Taylor, because Sean Taylor's just that good, and there really hasn't been a need for one. Depending on how long you had Sean Taylor, if you just got him, or maybe you don't, then Cliff Harris looks like a monster. Great speed, great acceleration, fantastic pursuit, hit power. Like his traits, I like his chemistry. He's more likely to catch an interception. Read and react is going to give him +2 zone coverage, which will bring that zone to 96 if you get that to tier 3. I think it increases play rec as well, if I'm not mistaken. All in all, it looks like a very, very, very good card. Not better than Sean Taylor, though. So I'm pretty sure people with the updated Sean Taylor is just going to be, they're going to go on ahead and pass and not be interested at all. Like, I'm not even going to open a single pack because there's no need, not interested in that card. So there is a list that's been floating around the streets of Ultimate Team. I don't know how people be finding this out. I really don't, but they be finding the goods, and I'll be notified on Twitter. And so it looks like the next few legends are going to, if this list is correct, and so far it has been. So far they were correct, with Orlando Pace being day 1 and Cliff Harris being day 2. Now I don't remember the order, but the next 3 should be. I do know Jerry Rice is last. And then it's Reggie White and Mean Joe Green. And again, Reggie White probably going to be hopefully fantastic. He will be replacing Aaron Donald, unless for whatever reason they have him at a different position. They might put him at middle linebacker. The way Ultimate Team be switching lineups, positions out of nowhere, you never know. But I'm definitely interested in, unless his attributes are just poor, but I doubt it because his 92 attributes are really, really, really good. And you figure him getting a 96, like that card is going to be amazing, and I definitely look forward to getting him. Mean Joe Green to me is going to be a must because his 92 overall is still one of the best D tackles in the game. I still face that card to this day, and he still gives me problems. So I already know I'm gonna want that Mean Joe Green, and Jerry Rice. It depends. Again, never a big fan of Jerry Rice Ultimate Team cards. I am a Niner fan, but I grew up more so of the T.O. era, not really Jerry Rice. By the time I was growing up and really understood football, like really, really, really understood it, Jerry Rice was older, and then, T.O. jumped up on the scene. Like, I did watch that Super Bowl live with San Francisco and the Chargers, but I was, that was what, 94? And I was, what, like 7 years old? So, when Jerry Rice was dominating, I just wasn't around, and I really, really wasn't into football until, I got older, like around 10, and I really understood, like, everything I needed to understand about the game. And Jerry Rice was just like, he was just older, and T.O. was more my guy. Steve Young was a little later in his career, so I seen more Jeff Garcia than I did Steve Young, unfortunately. But yeah, I'm never really a fan of his MUT cards because he's never the fastest, he's never the tallest. So when his cards come out, yeah, he route runs really good, and route running this year is actually very important. So we'll take a look at that. But every time his card drops, it's always like, you can't really take advantage of him over the top because he has like okay speed, but not great. Like he doesn't have the Sean Jackson speed, or he doesn't have, like even like Trendon Holiday. I'd probably rather have because I can bomb it over the top to him, and Jerry Rice just doesn't have that speed. And he was never tall enough to take advantage of like face catching or aggressive catching, like a Calvin Johnson or even like a Chris Matthews or just taller guys in general. So we'll see. People are like, you're going to open packs for Rice? I'm like, probably not. If it's T.O., that's a different story. But Rice, again, not really, never too big of a fan of his Ultimate Team cards. But, we'll see. Maybe they'll do him justice this year. But that's the new limited edition that came out today. Let me know if you guys are looking forward to any of them. I know there's a lot of people that would like their teams to get a Super Bowl limited edition. Some people would like a Steeler, which, you are with Mean Joe Green. But, like other people, even like the Rams who, I'm naming teams that already got one, dang it. You know what I mean? All right, there's a lot of options out there. A lot of options for Super Bowl players to get, cards. And I think we're getting just like 4 or 5 limiteds. I like the idea of dropping to the limited every day. But that's the end of the video, fellas. Let me know your thoughts and opinions down below. I will be, I have 2 gameplays coming out later today, so look forward to that. It's your boy GS. We are going to go on and be signing out. Peace.